What's going on, everybody? How y'all figure out how to move this thing out the way? Hope y'all are having a blessed and great day. This is your man Lyndon Britt from successwithlyndon.com, also the founder of Home Run Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. So I got a question for you all today. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey, if you happen to be watching the recording of this thing, fast forward about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. That's where the content's going to begin. As this thing hops on, a lot of people jump on. What's going on, Mr. Matthew? I'll be greeting a couple of folks, saying hello, and just acknowledging some folks that happen to be jumping in. So you want to fast forward probably about 2 minutes to where the content begins, and you're going to want to already have in your mind, are you ready? Okay. Now you're wondering right now, am I ready for what? Well, fast forward 2 minutes, you're going to see. All right. So for those that are hopping in, I appreciate you hopping in here today. Man, I'm having a blessed and wonderful day today. Sinuses are kicking my tail, but it's all to the good. That's part of life. That's how it goes, especially when we're dealing with this outside world and everything else. So, I'm coming to you live and direct today. How's everybody doing today? I hope you all having a blessed day. If you happen to be viewing from the coast, man, I truly pray for your safety. I'm talking to a lot of folks that I'm connecting with that's over there in Florida, or toward that area that are having high winds and heavy rain. Hey, truly pray for your safety. If you can't be hard-headed, man, get out of the state, get out of the area, whatever you have to do to become safe. Get where you have to be safe for those that are on that East Coast. All right, but appreciate you all hopping on here. Once you hop on, just let everybody know where you're viewing from, man. I am, of course, in Dallas, Texas right now. It's windy. It started out raining today, but right now it feels great outside. It feels pretty wonderful, and I'm truly enjoying it. But about to get this thing rocking and rolling. All right. And so I'll tell you right now, if you like the value that I provide, a lot of times I'll ask that you hit that share button right now. Go ahead and share this thing out. Get a couple of more folks on here. Perhaps they have some questions or anything like that. We'd be able to get those things answered. We can address those in a future live. I love to be able to interact with more and more people. What's going on, Mr. Dale? Appreciate you hopping on here. And we are about to get things kicked off and ready. All right. So I got a question for you all. Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, just to throw this out there, this is what I've been led to do in my lives. I actually read a scripture from the Bible, and that's what I based a lot of my topics on. And just to give you a heads up, this is not me giving you a Bible lesson or anything like that. And this is not me taking the Bible out of context. Okay, so for you all that happen to be viewing this at a future time as well, this is not me taking the Bible out of context. This is how I apply the Word of God to my business. So just want you all to know that up front, so there are no issues. People say that's not what the Bible means and stuff like that. So just to give you a heads up. All right. So today we're going to be talking about from Matthew 24, verse 36. And some of you all may have heard this and you may know this by heart. All right. But I also encourage you to go back and read this for yourself. All right. You may get something totally different out of what's read, and it may change your life and your business and stuff like that. But Matthew chapter 24 and 36 in the Bible, this is actually red lettering, which lets you know that these are actually out of the mouth of Jesus Christ. And he said, but about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Son of Man. In other words, he was just talking about nobody knows when Christ Jesus is coming for the rapture, come to take everybody up. But when I look at that and I apply that to how I base my business, are you ready? Are you ready? That talks about no one knows the day nor hour when that comes. Now, when I talk about business, I compare it to no one knows the day or hour that opportunity will come. No one knows. You got people that are out there consistently marketing their business. They're consistently doing that, whether they're doing it on live, whether they're doing it on social media, whether they're out there doing prospecting out or doing offline techniques, if you're doing paid ads and all that kind of stuff. And everybody's doing all this marketing in different type of ways. Question: when someone responds to your ad, if someone responds to your live, if someone responds to your post, if someone opts into your stuff, and you actually and you hit that aha moment, and you be like, oh wow, I got a lead. Oh wow, somebody's actually interested. Are you ready? Because you don't know when that time is going to happen. And a lot of people are really looking for that fireball in their business. They be like, man, if I could just get some serious people, I can get some folks that's going to come in and work, some people that's going to take this for real, people that's going to come in and run. Just to let you all know, for the people that come into your business, how they come in, their fireball, what they do is none of your concern. It's truly none of your concern. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by that, is a lot of people base their recruiting actions on thinking, I want to talk to somebody that's very ready. I want to talk to people that are going to go out and be go-getters and stuff like that. Well, I can tell you right now, more than likely, you're going to be waiting for a very long time if the people that you're waiting for are simply the people that you know will go out and do a whole bunch of business. Reason being is because life happens to everybody. Those people that you came in and said, oh man, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, they're going to take off, we're going to be doing this, this is going to be a huge team, they got a huge following. Guess what? Those you seem to think that you find those people, they come into your business, and what do those people typically do? They sit there and do nothing. Or their focus is elsewhere, so they're not focused on developing a business that you thought that they would develop. That's happened to me several times before. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. There may be a couple other folks on here that happen to be watching this that you'd be like, yeah, that's kind of right. That's kind of right. Yeah, because life happens. But what happens is a lot of times you get those people because I've talked to people and their focus is, I want to find that person that's going to go do this and go do that and go talk to everybody. That's what I'm saying. So when you focus on that and you only go to recruiting those people and you find out those people aren't doing anything, guess what? All of a sudden, a year or two later, that they're still in your downline. You're able to look, if it's even been, if you're in the company that long. But if a year or two later, they're still in your downline, they're still on auto-ship, and all of a sudden you'll start seeing a notification. You'll start seeing this person make money and stuff like that. What's going on, Mr. KG? You'll see stuff all of a sudden they come alive, and you never expect it. It's like out of nowhere. When I first recruited this person, I was expecting this person to just take off. This was going to be a fireball in the business. I just knew we were going to make a ton of money. We were going to grow a full team, and they came in and did absolutely nothing. What's going on, Uncle Freddie? Did absolutely nothing. And for 2 years, they just sat there stagnant and did absolutely nothing. So you didn't bother wasting your time. But all of a sudden, 2 years later, you start seeing notifications. You start seeing commissions. You start seeing some action out of this person. You just like, whoa, where'd this person come from? That's how marketing works. If you focus your attention on only looking for people that you think are going to do a whole lot, you're going to be waiting for a long time. You're going to be waiting for a very long time. So the question is, like I said, are you ready? Okay. So what happens if, see, this is what a lot of people don't even take into consideration as well. It says, but about that day, if you put it in what a lot of people turn, I think it's a different version of the Bible. No man knows the day or the hour in which he is coming. If we're talking about opportunity, no man knows the day or the hour. What happens if you happen to recruit that fireball? You happen to recruit, or you happen to talk to somebody in business who's already making 5 and 6 figures, yet and still you're kind of fresh and new to marketing. They like what they saw. They like what it attracted them to you. And they maybe you said something that was intriguing to them, like, you know what, I want to join this guy. And what happens when you get that person that seems like they're at a higher class than you coming in? You just like, what do I do now? A lot of people don't have the mentality. How do I lead somebody? If I'm only making 3 figures a month, I'm getting started on things. I'm making 3 or 4 figures a month. How do I lead somebody that just came to my business that's already making 5 and 6 figures that are just looking at this? How can I lead somebody that's already making that kind of money? How will they listen? How do I figure they will listen to me? So are you really ready? Are you truly ready? See, that's what a lot of people lack. They don't realize that it's more than just saying that I'm ready than it takes. All right, so if you're hopping on this thing, if you feel that you're ready, if you recruited a 6-figure earner right now in your business, you didn't know it. Perhaps you recruited a 6-figure person in your business right now. No matter what opportunity you have, they came in underneath you. Would you be ready to lead them? Would you be ready to lead them? How can you lead somebody that makes more money than you do? Because that's the mentality that a lot of people have. Like, this person's already making more money than me. How exactly can I show them about this business? How am I supposed to be showing this person how to work this business when you already have the mindset that they're above you already? So are you ready? When somebody really comes in and said, I want that fireball in my business. I want that fireball in my business. And the people you thought were fireballs weren't fireballs. They didn't do anything. They're not doing anything. And all of a sudden you get a hold to a fireball and you freeze. Like, well, I don't want them to lead a business, so I got to do something. I got to tell them something. And when you talk to them, you got that little quiver in your voice, like you're scared, or like you talking to a girl for the first time and you're about to ask for a phone number. You just quiver. How do you lead those people? Are you really ready? You've got to be prepared. Number one, I talked about yesterday, being prepared to knowing your business, know how to navigate through your back office, know how to answer questions. A true entrepreneur, and this isn't just marketing. I'm not talking about just right here. A true entrepreneur is going to educate himself on everything that they can about their business. Everything that they can about their business. So, one thing you've got to understand, maybe it says confidence will put you in places beyond your wildest thoughts. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Absolutely. Confidence will put you in places that you never imagined. But with that confidence, how do you get that confidence? See, that's what I spoke on yesterday. How do you get that confidence? You actually know what you're talking about. When you study something, like yesterday we talked about study. If you actually study and you become educated on what your stuff is, whether it's a product in your store, whether it's a product offered online, whether it's a product or a service that you provide, whatever it may be, you can talk to a roofer. If you were, and this is an example, if you were to talk to a roofer about roofing, that's been roofing for years, they're very comfortable in telling you the different steps. They can refer to you a better product to use to put on your roof, depending on what climate that you're in, depending on what area that you're in. Why? Because they know their stuff. They're confident in telling you, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't use that if I were you. You might want to use this instead. That's the same approach that you would take to actually leading a fireball, or what would be considered a fireball, or somebody that makes more money than you. Okay? It makes you talking about. So the question is, I didn't say all this to go backwards to yesterday live. I really want you to start thinking for yourself as far as right now, am I really ready? My wife and I, we have a t-shirt business. The first thing we're thinking, like, oh, we got our stuff, we got our material, we about to do this thing. We about to start doing shirts, and we got a huge order. We got the huge order. And we was like, we ready. And all of a sudden, we got the order in, and we just like, yeah, we got an order. We got an order. We got to fill this order. Okay, so now we got to work on, we don't want to disappoint. We got to work on figuring out how to use this machine pretty quickly, how to use this software pretty quickly, how to get all the shirts and the vinyl and everything else, how to design this thing, because we designed the thing, how to get this stuff, how we going to communicate with the buyer, our purchaser, our customer, how we going to communicate with them, how we going to get them to this and making sure they're satisfied. See, we got into that thing, and our first order was 50 t-shirts, and we was like, whoa, okay. We were ready, we were ready. That's kind of how we felt. Like we got it. That's kind of how we felt. We didn't go into this thing, yes, all right, let's go get this done. We got this, no problem. We built to that point now that we feel that we can handle stuff and it's not a problem. But when we first started off, so you got to really ask yourself, when you looking to grow your business, you looking to do those things, are you really ready? I just want you to have the mind. I want you to start thinking right now, am I really ready? What happens when you make that surprising income? For some people, it's a surprise when they make money. They don't expect it for some reason. Like, I got into this business to be able to do this, and all of a sudden I got a check, and I was like, I got a check? I really got a check? Yeah, you should expect that. If you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, and you're putting your opportunity in front of people, or you're presenting in a way that's attractive to people, that draws people to you, you should expect to get a check. I'm not even surprised when I get a check right now. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm overjoyed. I really am. But I expect it. Why? Because I put in the work to earn it. Expect those things. Are you really ready? If you're ready, you expect those things. That doesn't even catch you off guard. Now, the amount of the check may throw you off. If you just happen to see something, you'll be like, whoa, I expected something, but I expect this much. So that's even better. That makes it a bonus. But you should expect it. Put that confidence, just like I said, you put that confidence, you put that foot down and have confidence toward it. But you never know when the opportunity is going to present itself. So you have to know when it does, am I ready? Have I done the things that I need to do so when it does come, I'm ready? See, one thing I hear a lot of people that doubt a lot of things that they want to do, they can't do. Trust me, I'm gonna say something that actually resonated with me when I thought about this just a second ago. Success comes to every person at some point or another. Success comes and knocks on the door for everybody at one point or another. And I kid this not. This is for kids and everybody. I've got a friend of mine, and I'll tell you a personal story after this. Success comes and knocks on the door personally to everybody at some point or another. The only thing is, instead of opening the door and greeting and shaking the hand of success, a lot of people are peeping through the vines. They're peeping through the blinds, trying to figure out, because they don't recognize it. Success is a stranger to a lot of people, so they don't recognize it. So when success comes and knocks on the door, he's like, I don't know you. Inside the house, that's your comfort zone inside that house. Okay? If you're understanding this, throw me some thumbs up. If you agree, throw me some hearts. Okay? And if you think this is a value, there's a share. If I'm giving you valuable stuff, I ask that you hit that share button. Don't share it just because I'm asking. I want you to do it just because I'm giving you value. That's it. Plain and simple. But if you agree, throw me some thumbs up, throw me some hearts. But success comes and knocks on the door of every person at one point or another. The only difference is people don't recognize it, so they're peeping out of the blinds and they're not answering the door. So how do you got to navigate? You got to navigate your thoughts from being in that comfort zone inside that house. So when success begins to knock, you recognize. You be like, you know what? I've been waiting on you. I gave you a call a long time ago. You know how you got that buddy when you tell them about something and they always show up fashionably late. Your friend, your homegirl, your homeboy, you tell them about something and something started at a specific time and they show up hours late. Mr. Dale said, define success. Success is defined by different people and different things. It depends. Success is its own person. Each person has their own definition of success. Let me say that. For success, for some people, it could be monetary. For success, for other people, it could be just helping out folks. It's just the end result. Success is to be able to achieve an end result of what you initially planned out and set to do. Okay? Success is the end of achieving the end result of what you set out to do. So if you said that I want to make $1,000 before the end of the week and you made $1,000, you reach success. If your goal wasn't monetary, perhaps you said my goal is I want to lose 10 pounds in the next month and a half, and you lose 10 pounds, that is success. Success is defined. People look at success as it's only a monetizing thing. Success is based on you accomplishing what you set out to do. That's it. Doesn't have to be monetary. But understand, you've got to be ready when success comes and knocks at your door. Okay? Success is always that fashionably late buddy. Understand that. you expect it to be like, you know what? I really wanted to make $10,000 a month. I wanted to be that by the time I got to month 3. But all of a sudden, man, success knocked on my door 2 years later. I didn't see success until 2 years later. Man, you were supposed to be here 2 years ago. You don't know when they come. Just like the Bible says, for those of y'all that hopping on Matthew 24:36, you don't know the hour nor the day in which it will present itself. What's going on, Mr. Darvis? What's up, Marcus? Matthew 24:36, what we talking about? You don't know the hour nor the day when it's going to show its face. But will you be ready? The question is, will you be ready? Opportunities show themselves each and every day for a lot of people. There's an opportunity in front of you for you to get closer and closer to your goal. Perhaps success is a destination for you, for some people. Some people feel like I've got to go get success rather than success comes to me. That's fine. But when it shows its face, will you be ready? Will you be ready? All right. So appreciate you all giving me your time today. This one, I actually enjoy doing my lives without being pitchy. They say a lot of these things, and I'm gonna put it straight. A lot of these things are not meant to be. You got to call to action on things. I don't do all my lives for the purpose of recruiting people and getting people like that. So you won't see a call to action on. Every now and then I'll throw something out there as far as what they call a call to action for you to take action on something like that. But that's not my goal. My ultimate goal, I really want to help people break through the mindset of I can't, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not supposed to have this. Like I said, that was a mindset that my wife and I used to have a long time ago. Well, actually, it wasn't a long time ago. It was just recently that we got over that, probably a year or two ago, where we felt like when you, and I love giving this example because it shows the growth of the both of us. And this is not me bragging anything. How you used to go into an area where, you know, like I said, I didn't grow up in an area like this where I saw Porsches, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, and all that kind of stuff. So you go in, you enter areas like that, and the first thing we thought in our mind, we in the wrong place. We ain't supposed to be here. This is uppity. Till it changed our mindset. When I used to tell my wife, I'd be like, no, we deserve to be here, just like they do. Matter of fact, I ought to be able to walk in the same buildings they walk in and do the same things. I may not have their money right now. I'm not spending that kind of money, but I deserve to be here. It's the mindset. I truly want to help people get out of that mindset of lack. Get out of that mindset of I don't deserve. Get out of that mindset of I can't afford. If you begin to change that mindset of what you can't do and start focusing what you can. See, I heard my wife have I can't tell how long of a conversation. I don't know what she was talking about, but I heard her talking to somebody about somebody consistently telling themselves, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that. What's going on, Miss Pam? Stop telling yourself you can't do something. The reason why you can't do it because you have it stuck in your brain that you can't. You have it stuck in your brain that you can't. So if you continuously telling yourself I can't do something, I promise you, you never will. You never will. You got to expect yourself to be able to succeed. So the question is, once again, when success comes and shows itself at the door, will you be ready? Will you be ready? Miss Pam, I gave the example, and I'm going to throw this out before I hop off this. I'm actually talking from Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. Matthew chapter, and I'm repeating this just for you, Miss Pam. Success comes to everybody. Oh, okay, cool. But success comes to everyone. Success knocks on the door of every person at one point or another. The only problem is being in a house, that house is a comfort zone. A lot of people don't recognize success, so they're just peeping out the blinds. And they never answer the door because they don't know what success looks like. They're not used to seeing success. So they never answer the door. But that was a live for today. If you found a thing of value, throw me some hearts, throw me some thumbs up, a few smiles, a few other little old faces, whatever it may be, if you found value in that thing. And a lot of people need to hear this. I really do. People that you're connected to that I'm not need to hear this. So I ask that you hit that share button at the bottom of this thing. Be able to reach you. It could truly give somebody a breakthrough in their business, because a lot of people always say, you talk to people all the time and you say, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. I thank you very much, Mr. Dale. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. A lot of people say I'm ready, but are you really ready? If you can answer that question with confidence. See, that's a huge question. If a six-figure earner joined your business under you right now, would you be able to lead them? That's a major question. See, like I said, people are always looking for that fireball. If you can answer yes to that question, congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing and improve yourself even better each and every day. But if you're unsure, if you can't say yes, or you're unsure about that answer right now, start working on what you need to do to prepare yourself for that to happen. You prepare yourself for that incident to happen. Expect it to happen. So if you just so happen to run a successful ad and catch a six-figure eye of maybe a six-figure earner that left one company and said, I'm gonna join another one, and they happen to see your ad and like your ad and like the company and come in underneath you, maybe just need some leadership. Can you answer that? If you can truly answer that question, if a six-figure earner joined your business underneath you, could you lead them? Opportunity, you never know when it's coming. But the question is, are you ready? Will you be ready? If you can answer no to that question, you got a lot more preparation to do. Start preparing yourself right now and expect it to happen. All right. So if this was a value, I appreciate you all hopping on here. I thank you very much for your time. I love you all, for y'all that be hopping on that hop on here and give me some likes, the thumbs up, and the attention. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day. All right. I will see you tomorrow on Tipsy 2. I've already got another message ready to come out, and I can't wait. But today's scripture, if you read it for yourself, Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. Go read it for yourself. Like I said, you may get a totally different interpretation of what it is. Check it out for yourself. Like I said, I'm going to bring the word with each and every message. All right. So y'all have a blessed one. Appreciate you hopping on here, Richard. And as a matter of fact, I think I saw Mr. Doug Fireball. If you are on here, man, I appreciate you hopping on here as well. I'm still listening to that call each and every day to the house, man. I appreciate it. All right, y'all have a blessed day. See y'all later.